think we're live. I forgot my flashlight. Oh well, we got some over there. It's fine. It'll work. Alright. Do we got any viewers here? No? Okay. Well, you can always be watched later. Go ahead and unplug my phone from the truck. So, what's going on, YouTube? If you're watching this later, hello, how's it going? Wanted to do a bit of a Christmas Eve stream with Amtrak 203 leading. As I said, 203 is going to be leading through here in probably the next 10-15 minutes at most. It's not that far south from me, so it should be here about any minute. So I thought I'd start a live stream. Do a Christmas Eve live stream. Ask how's it going for y'all. And figured we'd get the train together. Gonna be setting up my phone here for some shot. Probably gonna use it for the video as long as it turns out well. Got my camcorder in hand, and of course I've got my Canon Rebel T7, which is a new camera for me. I was actually given this camera. Someone bought it for me. Someone I don't even really know, so well. Hey, what's up, Mid-South Rails? How's it going? Mid-South Rails. It's been a while, man. We need to hang out soon. Hey, Rail Fanning J. Yeah, it's been a while. We should rail fan soon. Hang out. See what we can catch. Yeah, it definitely should be here soon. I think it's probably going to be here probably in the next 10 minutes or so. Because it was... When I stopped... when I looked at the locator last, it was in Woodstock. And, you know, Woodstock, that's when it speeds up. And it's... it's time to get out and catch it. Can't wait to see your clip of it. How's your Christmas Eve been? I gotcha. The 3rd. Alright. Me and Kevin, we may try and meet up with you before you leave back out, if you've got the time to. I know he really wants to rail fan with you as well. He's been wanting to hang out. I know I've been wanting to hang out, so hopefully we'll get that chance before you go back out of state. Because it's been a while. Anyways, as I said, how's y'all's Christmas Eve going? Yeah, if you got time for it, let us know. Be fun to hang out again. If my phone will focus here, that'd be nice. I don't know. There we go. I know the feeling. Yeah, I caught I caught a certain engineer. I was going to say his name, but then I was like, on YouTube, I don't know. I caught a certain engineer we know today, so. And that's about it. Other than that, this will be it. I think tomorrow we might see A406 with an IC leader. I don't know when it'll pass. I don't know if they'll be stopping the train for Christmas. I don't know if they're going to bring it through. Certain engineer we know said it might be on there, it might not. He doesn't really know. So I'll keep you updated on when I finally do find out, because I've been asking rail fans everywhere, does anyone know what train this is? If this is indeed A406 like I believe it to be. Besides, I'd love to get Illinois Central on Christmas. It'd be fun. Perfect Christmas gift. But hopefully 406 will have that IC leader, because that is a way to make Christmas Day for me. Because I'll probably try and chase that a bit. Got a bit of a early Christmas gift today. Stopped by GameStop. Not really in the context of this channel, more in the context of my review channel, but I got a Transformers Hot Wheels collaborative twin mill. It's pretty cool. And I brought it because I was going to show it to the guy I'm with, and I haven't had the chance yet. And of course I was going to show him the actual casting as well, if I can get in the light here and get the phone to focus on it. Come on. Come on. Oh well. There it goes. Yeah, pretty cool casting. Very much classic. And then, for the fun of it, I'll also show the Hot Wheel I carry with me everywhere. That being this Teku Reverb, or Revert. If it'll focus, that'd be nice. There we go. Big fan of this casting. Love that it made it come back. If any Accelerations fans will watch this, they know how significant that car is. But, I don't know, I'm just showing it to pass the time, honestly. Seeing 8357 is also in Gary. I know, I'm really hoping that comes this way soon. I would love to catch 8357. I think that engine is really cool. It's got a great message. I really hope that it heads this way soon. I'd love to get a leading long hood forward at some point too. I know it probably won't happen, but it'd be nice. We got the neighbors questioning my sanity probably. Let's see, what are we on? 9%. Okay, we're good. Train will probably be here before then. I'll probably put my phone up against some rock or something, get a ground shot for y'all, and film with my my camcorder. I don't know, maybe I'll keep holding this and just get the ground shot with the camcorder, then pull the video from the stream. From what I can tell, if that train is 406 that I saw with the IC leader, I saw it on the Griffith rail cam. It's not on the train. But I'm hoping it gets put on one soon. I don't think it's quite yet in service. Although, that would be cool to see with an IC unit. But it does have 5 engines. If this is a 406, it's got 5 units. And it's either IC 1028 or 1029 leading. And then 4 CN units and a depressed flat car. A depressed load flat car, so that's pretty cool. keep in mind I could be wrong about the engine being out of service now. Or not in service yet, I should say. I don't know. I'm guessing. I'm quite honestly just guessing. Because I heard it wasn't in service yet as of like a day or two ago. It could be by now. I don't know. I hear it. I think I'm going to get the... No, I hear the horn. Let's see, how much battery got left? 8%? That should be fine. That should about do it. And of course, I'll show off my... I'll show off my photo after the train passes that I get on my camera. I'm planning to try something different with this shot. I do not know if it'll work. I'm gonna lay on the ground and try and get like a looking up view on it, I think. Let me clean off my phone lens quick. There we go. Is that a bit more of a clear view? I think so. I should probably do the same to my camcorder lens. There we go. Should about do it. Okay, I see it's light on the rails, so we're gonna get everything in place now because it sounds like this thing is moving quite fast. So I'm going to put y'all against this rock and try and get a cool ground view of it going by. There we go. Alright, guys. No, there's a curve right there that he's got to slow down for. He's going downhill. He's going downhill right here, and he's got a sharp curve, like, right past this line of view. Yeah. So, no, it's not a slow order. It's, there's a curve right there he has to slow down for. Like I said, you can't really see it, but it's down there. Alright, we're going to try and get the shot of it. Glad to hear. So yeah, it's just down there. You can kind of see it. You can see the lights down here where it curves as well. So yeah. Alright, I think this is back in base. Let me show you my picture of it. My picture actually turned out better than I expected. Of course, it'll take some editing to be perfect, but I think that turned out pretty good. Yeah, let's get a bit of a zoom in on it. Yeah, it's a little blurry in places, but I think I can work with that. This is the train earlier with engineer every rail fan on this line knows. Got a pretty good shot of him. Got 195 yesterday, though it isn't the best shot. 335 the other day, had this on it. And I got this shot of it the other day on 59. Although Mid-South Rails, you've probably seen my screenshot of it in the group. Caught this the other day as well, 89.41. And these two, these aren't getting any less rare, so that's nice. Oh yeah, I'll show this off. This is kind of cool. Got a better shot on my phone. Just some trains I've caught fairly recently and I haven't uploaded the video of yet. Saw this little thing. Going to have that in a video. The rest of the day was pretty much not the greatest. Me and 59 don't always see eye to eye. Yeah, I agree. It does not help that it comes so early in the morning. But we're gonna hop back in the truck here. Yeah, I've also tried the 59 chase. The only time the 58 chase ever worked out for me was when the crossings in Memphis were acting up.
I remember that.
And it was stopping at every crossing. It was pretty nice though. It was pretty nice to get it like stopped at multiple crossings. That really helped with the Dash 8 leader 513, and also really helped with a few other trains. Like I got to shoot 822 right beside the pyramid, and that's like one of my favorite shots of all time. I got the City Rail leader the other day. Always love a City Rail leader. I'm a big fan of them. 75i trailing. Always love that as well. I got a parade crossing the tracks. That was fun. And as you can see, signal lights were lined for a train to get into the siding. That is a block signal, so any closer and we would have like any longer for that parade and they might have had the train right there. Also, the Grinch was in a cage. That was kind of funny. That parade. Always happy to get City Rail. That one had an IC leader. I was told there was going to be an IC duo on that train that day, and I got excited. I was like, heck yeah, IC duo. And then a City Rail took its place, and it's like, I can't be too sad about it. But still, I was looking forward to that IC duo. Yeah, I know the feeling. 59 can go a lot faster than we're allowed to drive. Let's see, any other trains that are really worth showing off? Most of them are just dull, or the ones with good power are usually bad shots. I did not see 4642. I saw your picture of it, but did it leave? Oh, there's 3309 leading the other day. I like that unit. That's a fun unit to get. I should probably put my phone back on the charger while I'm thinking about it. Because,
Nope, not allowed.
Okay, well, according to the foamer sitting in the seat next to me, look who's talking. I can't do that. I need to push this in. Okay, I pushed it in and it still ain't lighting up. Oh, well, it says it's charging, so it should be fine. I just expected that to light up. Guess not. Okay, it was reported outside the engine shop today. I gotcha. Alright. Well, I don't know. I'm going to see if I can check it out here soon. I know me and Kevin are wanting to meet you up in the Memphis area and say hey, but also got the Little Rock Port Authority not too long ago. This was totally not some advanced camera placement. Not at all. No advanced camera placements were involved in the taking of this photograph. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. This was in Shreveport. Shreveport is also known as the home to one of the coolest GMTX units ever. No advanced camera placements were involved in the taking of this photograph. Got a switcher there. Of course, G&W. I believe that switcher's ex-Rock Island. I don't know what these engines are. I don't know if they're Alcos or Baldwins. If you're not using advanced camera placement, then you're not trying. True. But probably the coolest GMTX unit of all time. Number 607, still in its Chicago Northwestern paint, sitting in Shreveport. Man, it's a nice engine to see. I missed it running last year, so when I went up there this year, I was really hoping to see it run, and it might be on the deadline. I don't know. I don't know if this is the area they keep the units in the deadline. I do not know, but it's a cool locomotive. If you're ever down in Shreveport, I suggest trying to photograph it. And look, there's some green and yellow tractors with a green and yellow locomotive. And we also ended up catching this. I don't think I ever sent this to the group, Mid-South Rails. But this is an ex-C&W unit that we ended up catching on a train leaving out of a Union Pacific yard in Shreveport. We just kind of happened across it. We saw a train leaving the yard, got ahead of it, and yeah, ex-C&W unit. Yeah, the Hartwell is a cool line. There's what we were after. I still gotta edit this video, but I have not had the storage to. But this line was really cool. There's Smash Mouth in there. Merry Christmas, Tennessee Rail Fenner 5354. I still gotta upload the video of when we caught 3008 together. That's another one I want to get up soon. But, storage, man. Always the storage. There was advanced camera replacement here, but a police officer said we could. A local Shreveport police officer gave us the permission to get this shot, so he was standing up there guarding the train, and we went up to him and said, hey, could we take pictures of it? And he was like, yeah, come on. So, I don't know if that counts or not. This is one of my favorite shots of the whole trip right here. Love that photo. It was definitely one of my favorite shots of the trip, and I might put it on my community tab here soon. There's a cafe built out of a passenger car. The mystery machine was there. Yeah, I really wish they kept the KCS side of the holiday train running too. I'm glad I chased it last year, but man, this is just not as cool as the other train. No offense to this train, because it is pretty cool, but it's just not the same as the F units and the cool caboose. They did kind of add the cursed car with the face. In a way, here it is. They didn't forget it. They gave it a CPKC car though, but they didn't forget it. So this way, it will forever be there to haunt your dreams, haunt your Christmas-themed dreams. But yeah, the KCS train was really cool, and it's a shame to see it go. I'm glad I chased the last run of it, but I hate that it went out at all. But this was a fun chase. I'll give them that. That was a really fun chase. Honestly, I was kind of wondering if they would put 2816 on the Christmas train. Like, for a minute, I thought it could be a possibility, but they didn't. Obviously. But I was kind of wondering for a second if that's what they were saving it for, but nope. I've heard so many people say it's not going to run again. So many people have been like, oh, well, it was a one-and-done thing. I don't think they're going to go to all that trouble to restore a locomotive just to run it once. So, and for the people saying, well, when are they going to run it again? Have patience. We'll see something soon, I'm sure. I will try to get NS 8100 if I can. I don't know if I'll be able to, but if I can, I would love to get that train. That train, I caught 8100 around last year. I'm pretty sure you did too, when it was on M335. And that was one of my favorite trains of the year, actually. It was definitely one of my favorite chases of the year. So this shot right here has kind of a bit of a backstory. We kind of found this shot on maps, and everyone was passing this up. And finally we got the train going through, and we're getting ready to leave, and people start pulling into the spot to get the train here. And we're like, nope, you missed it, it's gone. But we're like the only ones who got the shot. I quite like it. I prefer the P52. As long as it doesn't take as long as 844. I agree. I've been real annoyed about how 844 has not been on any trains, because I really want a second shot at that engine. because it's just been too long. Um, yes, the P5 is better than the K5LA on 8100, but I'll take a Heritage unit when I can get it. Speaking of the Steam program, Ed Dickens was here not too long ago. Yes, I'm also excited for what that might mean. Should we check the signal on the other side?
Yeah.
Alright. We're gonna go check the signal, see if we got a train coming the other direction. See, okay, it's charging again. Good. So, I agree. I'm excited to see what could be in store for 4014 next year. I am real excited. So we're gonna see if we can get another train after this. Yeah, I am super excited to see what may be in store for 4014 next year. I know they're gonna try and take it around the horseshoe curve, which, whew, that's gonna be crowded. But gosh, I can understand why, because that would be such a cool shot of it. I understand why it will be crowded there, because honestly, that would make a really cool photograph. I can't.
It's crowded for the Santa Claus train.
Yeah.
I can only imagine what the big boy would do.
And not to mention with how many East Coast rail fans have been waiting for it. They've been waiting for the big boy for a long time to come their way. I'm going to take a look at the Christmas place. But yeah, I'm super excited to feel. I was reading Tennessee Rail Fan 5354's comment at the same time. Do you feel like it's summer today? It does. I commented on a live Storm Chaser post not too long ago, and I said I wanted a white Christmas, not to feel like I was on summer vacation. It's, yeah, true. Wonder if they're going to run both 844 and 4014. It's doubtful, but it's possible. There's no telling what they have planned for next year, apart from just the coast-to-coast run. And that's going to be something cool to see. There's no way I'm missing that. That's going to be a historic run right there for Big Boy. I am super excited to see what they may do with it. And where it may go. I am so excited for the Big Boy to actually be running. There will be so many drones in the sky, it'd have to be a restricted airspace. Probably. That's probably going to be the case. There is going to be a lot of drones, and there's going to be people in every single spot that Horseshoe Curve has to offer. And I reckon the town of Altoona will be packed as well. And if it does come through Memphis, like I'm thinking it should, due to Mr. Dickens being here, as you said, head to Mid-South Rails, I think I think that would be a really cool thing. I definitely plan to get 4014 in Collierville if it does come through here. Because if it does make the run through Collierville, I will be getting that shot with the 1351. That is a must-have shot. That is happening.
It's going to be a crowded shot.
I want to see how they're going to plan to the American Freedom Train. I'm kind of interested to see if they're going to do an American Freedom Train with it too. I know it's going to be for the 250th. Will it be the third iteration of the American Freedom Train? I'm hoping it will. They might do it to celebrate the merger also, yes. I do think this is going to be them going, see this, the merger will work. So we'll just have to wait and see if it does or not. I'm hoping it doesn't. And we got nothing. I agree. I wish I could clone myself as well, because there are also so many spots I'd love to see 4014 at. I know me and a friend were talking about getting it on like the NS Chicago line, and how that would probably be crowded too, because there are a lot of rail fans that love the NS Chicago line. And to be honest, I'm one of them. It's a very busy line with some great spots to get trains. Can you imagine Big Boy passing like the New York Central Museum at Elkhart? Like, that would be cool. And of course, if I could go to Pennsylvania, I would totally be one of those rail fans trying to get the tunnels at Altoona or 4014 on the Horseshoe Curve. I'd be there with them. Channel 3 will be shut down. True, yes. Channel 3 will most definitely have so many people that it will be impossible to go anywhere. When 844 came to Channel 3, I was quite glad that we'd gotten there early, because there were a lot of people there. And if we hadn't gotten there so early, we may not have gotten the shot at all. And that chase, being our first chase, it was a real eye-opener for us how chases work, because we almost lost 844 multiple times. Like, there were multiple times during that chase where we're like, it has to be gone by now, but then we came across it again. We were in, let's see, what's that town? Paragould. We were in Paragould, and we were getting gas. We figured 844 was gone. We figured it had already made its stop, was just out of the area completely. But no, we were just getting done getting the gas. We were getting ready to drive towards home, and that's when we hear the whistle, and we're like, chase is back on. And we continued to chase it towards Marion. And that was a learning experience, to say the least. Cordell, Georgia could be a really cool place to get it. There's so many places, like around Tennessee and Alabama and Georgia and all those places that could be some really cool shots. Imagine 4014 going through Atlanta. If you've watched Loco or Loco Pro, he has some really cool rail fanning Atlanta videos. I would definitely love to see 4014 go through there. And there's just so many shots in the area. Imagine 4014 going through Chattanooga, like passing by the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum, or possibly it would go the way and go through Thomasville, North Carolina. Those are some good places to get trains, from what I hear. There's some great shots to be had on those lines. And honestly, I'm really looking forward to it. 844 got me back in the train, so I was just happy to see it. Looking back, I wish I would have known to chase it. I took off school to chase 844. I was in middle school at the time.
And they did not like it.
No, they didn't. They were not happy about me missing school without some kind of doctor's note or something. But they got over it. But it was also what got me back into trains, because I was out of trains for a while. I was almost out of trains completely. I just lost all my motivation to go watch them pass or even try to film them. And it was hearing 844 was coming to Memphis that got me going, okay, I'm getting back into trains. Trains are cool again. And seeing 844 for the first time in Dexter, Missouri, hearing that whistle and just going, I know that whistle.
Mm-hmm.
That is what I've heard in all.
Up and down me.
That is what I've heard in all these videos that originally got me into trains. Those DVDs that I used to watch by Mark 1 Videos that got me into trains for the first time. That is what it was like, okay. And ever since then, I haven't been able to leave the rail fanning hobby because it's just such a great hobby to be in half the time. I was so excited to see 844. It was my first ever steam chase, and then 2018, we went to Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum, chased the Somerville Steam Special, which I'd ridden on years before, and was pulled by the 610, which was my first steam locomotive ever, so I have a soft spot for the engine. But we chased it with 630 and 4501, so I'm really hoping 610 will come back into service here soon, now that 630 is down, but I'm not holding my breath. And honestly, ever since then, I've just, for the most part, loved this hobby, except for when I fail over and over. I've had quite a bit of failures. Honestly, 844 on the CSX would be really cool. Imagine them running two trains at the same time instead of just one thing, and they were to meet up, like here in Memphis. Like 4014 went down the NS, 844 was touring the UP, and they just met up in Memphis, and they either like stopped nose to nose, or they came together on two tracks coming together and ran side by side into Memphis. That'd be something amazing. TVRM definitely should put some power back on the station when 844, if 4014 passes. I don't know if 4014 will pass. I know Ed was in North Carolina, so it may not pass Chattanooga. Or if it does pass Chattanooga, it might not exactly go that way. I don't know. But I